was our transport for 50 kilometers. Quite comfortable actually. This place has Buddhist symbol because Tver Republic is Buddhist Republic, and from here we also can see Yergaki. This is beginning of the trail in Yergaki, Eco Trail. It's 6 p.m. and we will start our hike. We hope to come to the Khakassia lake. It's here. We will go like this probably. This is hanging stone. And this is rules of this park. And you cannot even use trekking hiking sticks. This is map of the park. We are here and we go to this lake, Rainbow Lake, and after we go to the Khakassia lake. This is Hanging Rock. This is yurtas, and there is a cafe here, and this is how the trail looks. Sometimes it's wood, so it's clean to walk here. Very nice infrastructure. This is Raduzhное озеро, Rainbow Lake. A hike here took us about 50 minutes. From here we can see Hanging Rock. It's so huge, we can see people standing under this. Several people can stand there. But we will go to the Khakassia lake and camp there. Less than 2 kilometers from here. Not everywhere wood on the trail. Sometimes you hike through the dirt and on the rocks. This is second lake, Khakassia lake. From the parking to here it took us 2 hours of hiking, 5.5 kilometers. And we will camp somewhere around here, but you need to be careful with finding place to put tent because not everywhere it's allowed. We put our tent like this, not so far from the lake and close to the water. So you cannot put tent after these lines because they plant here trees and bushes. In the afternoon we hiked to the one of the most famous attractions of Yergaki Park, Hanging Rock. It's very big size, maybe 10-15 meters long, and now it's 1 p.m. Quite many people came in this time. If you look from some angle, you can see the space between the rock and the cliff. From here we also can see the tourist base. And this is Rainbow Lake, Raduzhное озеро. After visiting Hanging Rock, we continue to hike towards Lake of Painters or Художников, озеро Художников. It's 3.7 kilometers. So, lake. We are passing such a nice views and colorful cliffs. Here you also cannot camp. If you see this sign, it means you cannot camp here. They forbid it to protect the environment. A lot of small lakes on the way. Some people swim there. This is the place where we're supposed to go and camp tonight. Озеро Художников. This is the most difficult part of the trail towards Lake of Painters because you have to go through the narrow space. Аккуратно. Сюда ставь, вот сначала ногу на эту. Я сразу сюда поставила, но лучше туда. And we will have to go all the way down now. And this is the lake. Озеро Художников. Very steep way down. Sand and rocks. And they move quite frequently, quite easily. So you cannot be fast here. have to be very, very careful. The way down from there all the way here, where I stand now, took me 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's not like very, very difficult, but you just have to be very careful. And if the weather is rainy, I guess it can be dangerous as well. And my friend Ksyusha is almost here also. But another people quite slow. Hard part is not finished yet, because now we are hiking on this, climbing on these huge rocks. So nobody is fast on this trail. So we just finished climbing over these huge rocks, exactly like these girls. It's really a slow trail, just 3.7 kilometers, but we are already 2.5 hours hiking, but we are near. So to hike from one lake to another lake took us 3.5 hours, and now we are cooking dinner. This is hiking soup, and next is rice. So in this place you can camp. We even found some cover and we put our tent under this. And there is a big group of hikers, tourists here. From here we can see mountain Parabola, and the lake Озеро Художников is right here. Today we are hiking to this cliff, Teeth of Dragon. The whole trail from Lake of Painters, Озеро Художников, is just 3.5 kilometers, but you have to climb again over these huge rocks. So very slow and also can be dangerous. At least we are lucky, it's not rainy yet, at least. We actually took a little bit different trail, which is longer. So on the way back we will be more careful and find the trail which goes down there to go back on the right trail. We lost our trail a little bit, so we did some extra distance on the rocks, but now we see this is our trail.
А мне надо с пакетом искать. Возьмите меня отсюда.
Да ладно, один денек походим. Before it was a lake here, called Foggy Lake or Warm Lake, Теплое озеро, but now it's dried. But on the map it exists. And from here we can see Teeth of Dragon, so the trail should be like this, very steep, 600 meters elevation. Last 1.5 kilometers looks like this. Again, climbing on the rocks and steep trail. So you can see we lost the trail, and now we are trying to get back on the trail, and this is how it is here. Вот, держись, хватайся за кустики, иди ко мне, все, ты уже в безопасности. Because the trail is somewhere there, and we took wrong side. Very steep cliffs, rocks, and slippery as well. Ну давай, не бойся. До вот этих кустов доползешь и хватайся. Вес переноси вперед. Не бойся, не смотри вниз. Уже у тебя скоро кусты будут. Ты уже можешь схватиться за куст. Все. Да. We found the trail, so it took us maybe half an hour to get back on it, because we lost it and we went through some hardcore climbing on the cliffs and the rocks. So 1.3 kilometers more. Last part of the trail almost on the top of the mountain, looks like this. At least it's not muddy, no huge rocks. We are almost there. Teeth of Dragon. Last 200 meters. Конечно. And we see the people there. It's the first time we see people on this trail. So we are not alone here. Давай, давай. Держись. Finally we are on the top of the mountain Dragon's Teeth. The height is about 2,200 meters and it took us 5 hours for 3.5 kilometers because we lost our trail 2 or 3 times. So you always need to be careful to stay on the trail and check the map because it's not easy to get back on the trail if you're already out of the trail. It's a very hard landscape, relief and slippery. But you can see from here very nice views. Yesterday we hiked down from this place, and this is colorful lakes, Boys Lake and the lake Girls Tears. And these guys we saw in the morning, the only people, and another couple, but we already went down. Time is 5 p.m. and we are on the way back. Now we are hiking down on this steep trail for 1.5 kilometers, but it's already feels easier, of course, compared with going up, because today was no rain, so the trail was more or less okay. I don't know how people hike here in the rainy weather. It's really tough. On the way up, we climbed just on these trees. It's quite many places like this, but on the way back, we took a little bit different trail because it's easier. But you can see how steep is this trail and muddy. So the only support you have is to catch the trees. It will help not to fall down. So somewhere here we lost the trail and we were just going up on these rocks. But we escaped muddy trail, which goes all the way up. So most of the trail was like this. Huge rocks and a very steep hill. Last difficult part of today's trail. But on the way back it feels easier because when we were going on the top, we were going on the same rocks but on the step hill. Time is 7 p.m. and soon it's gonna be dark, but we are near our camping. Way down took us 3 hours. Now we are sitting by the fire with another hikers, but it's a tourist group, and we got hot water from them, and this is our dinner. These noodles gave us another group of tourists which left in the morning, so we left some food for us. Да. Very nice business lunch in the mountains after long hiking days. This is how looks campground by the Lake of Painters or Озеро Художников. We put our tent here under this cover. This cover already was here. And there is a fireplace where we sit with another tourists. And you can find on such a campgrounds actually a lot of food, like buckwheat, rice, salt, sugar, some porridge. Because many people, when they go down, they leave some food which they don't need. Quite many people, but when we came here first evening, it were more people. Just 3 minutes walk from our camping, there is a field with blueberry, and we picked up that much. for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Almost full, 2 liters pot. Very nice, sweet blueberry. This place just 15 minutes walk from our camping ground by the Lake of Painters, called Malachit Bath. It's nice to swim here, I guess. It's called Malachit Bath because of the color of the water. It's green and clean, and little waterfall. We left our camping by the Lake of Painters, and this is Lake of Spirits. 25 minutes it took us to hike here. We will go from here to Parabola and continue towards Mountain Bird. Right now we are on the top of Parabola. We went here through the Lake of Spirits and it took us 1.5 hours. From the Lake of Spirits it's not so long, maybe 20 minutes maximum. But you also have to climb big rocks. So you can see from here Lake of where we camped for 3 days. This range of mountains called Sleeping Sayan. This is his head, chest, the body and feet, legs. And now we will go towards this mountain. We can see people far away from here. This is how you have to go down from the top of Parabola. It's not very hard, but I use these gloves. Just concentration and balance. This is last hard part, and after it's easy. People leave name of their cities here. Каблуки держат.
Ну, все правильно. Мягкая резина хорошо держит.
This is how looks the trail to the Mountain Bird. This is Parabola, from where we just went down, and we going all the way up there. Quite steep trail and rocks. The view is getting more and more beautiful. We already hiking 1 hour and 15 minutes. 2 parabolas, and we started in the middle of the Lake of Spirits. And this is how I look after this hike, but still 250 meters left and elevation 45 meters. But we already hiked the biggest part, almost there. Right now we are on the viewpoint on the wing of the bird, of the mountain bird. From here we can see 2 parabolas, 2 brothers parabolas, Lake of Spirits, Озеро Духов, and on the other side is a Lake Svetle. It's our stop for tonight. We will go to camp by the Lake Svetle, Light Lake. Fantastic views here. We are very happy to be in this place, in these mountains. This mountain looks like Bird, but I don't think there is a trail there, only for alpinists maybe. This is what I heard. And this is Lake Svetle. We came to the Lake Svetle around 7 p.m. and we camped next to the people which we met in the morning on Parabola mountain. They invited us to stay with them. And now we are cooking mushrooms and potato. Mushrooms we picked up close to the lake, 2 kilometers before. This is family from some city close to Krasnoyarsk and men from Novosibirsk. Most of the time we stay with older people between 60-70 years old, and it's a lot of fun because we're very interesting, have a lot of stories, so we enjoy a lot this company. This is our last morning and afternoon in Yergaki, and we will go down now 6 kilometers to the main road from where we can hitchhike to Abakan. The people with whom we stayed already left for a hike nearby. In the night it was thunderstorm, lightning and very hard rain, but in the morning the weather became nice and sunny again. We spent in Yergaki 6.5 days. Most of the time the weather was really nice, despite in Yergaki often very rainy. But we were very lucky with the weather, because it's very unusual for so long to have such nice weather. So we enjoyed a lot time in Yergaki, and we recommend everyone to visit this unique place. This is the lake Svetlaya where we camped. It's quite big lake, the biggest lake we saw in Yergaki. Yesterday we walked from another side to this side for 1 kilometer. I even bathed here in the evening, and the water actually not so cold. Very beautiful place, peaceful, and many people camp around this lake. But you have to be careful with the place to camp, because not in every spot it's allowed. The trail down to the road looks like this. You walk on the roots of the trees, so not so fast, but it's not hard trail. Slowly you go down and losing height. And we are picking up mushrooms on the way. They called mahaviki. Yesterday we picked up a lot, but this time also enough. I think we will have enough till we will get down. And also we pick up badan. You can make tea out of these leaves, but you have to pick up dry leaves from last year. We tried it many times. This tea gives you like energy. Way down took us almost 3 hours, and we came to this shelter. There are tables here and a place to grill, and we found a little bit of gas here, so now we are making tea. It took us 3 hours because we picked up the whole bag of mushrooms and badan leaves. We will drink tea and go to hitchhike back to Abakan, to our friend's place. This is how looks another entrance to Yergaki Natural Park. You can see the map at the beginning and rules of the park. And also there are some cafe, I guess hotel, and also sauna and parking place. Parking cost 100 rubles. The road is right here. We will start to hitchhike, but it's actually not so much traffic. To Abakan, 210 kilometers. After 40 minutes of waiting, this man picked us up. He goes from Teva, from Kizil, capital of Republic Teva, all the way to Abakan. On the way only small villages. This lake called Ulukhol, it's 60 kilometers from Abakan. 99% of this lake included in recreational zone, because many birds from Red Book live here. There is only 1% of the lake where you can swim, and you can also dig healing mud and apply on your body for 20 minutes. It will help relieve pain. And this is our friends couple. They are friends of my friend traveler, and they have 10-month-old boy.
Он был в виде пирамиды усеченной, насыпанной землей. Внутри пирамиды у нас был сделан сруб, и внутри сруба, собственно, было это захоронение.
А сейчас оно есть?
Сейчас его раскопали археологи, но перед этим его ограбили очень много раз в древности. На одной из гипотез каждый камень был принесен своим племенем. То есть здесь был захоронен руководитель нескольких племен, и вот каждое племя должно было доставить сюда камень. Каменоломня находится в 11 километрах отсюда, с которой его притащили. Тоже по одной из основных теорий, как их тащили такие глыбы зимою, делали такую канавку, залитую льдом, туда скребрем и по этим склонам лошадьми
Типа они скользили.
Самый большой камень вешает, по-моему, в районе 40 тонн.
Офигеть, это какой? Как сооружалась эта пирамида. Это копии скифского золота. Вот это два оригинала. Эти два кинжала.
Ну, это выкладка встретить границы кургана или какой-нибудь просто стены, или какой-нибудь свес фотографировали.
Оленей? Мама! На костяшках типа играют. Таштырская погребальная маска. Это, видимо, и это национальная одежда. Again, we are hitchhiking in the late evening in Russia right now near Krasnoyarsk city in Siberia. Time is almost 11 p.m. We started from Abakan at 2 p.m. We were just with one truck driver who brought us to Krasnoyarsk, and now we have 1,000 more kilometers to Irkutsk to Baikal Lake. But hitchhiking works in Russia all the time. 24 hours. So I guess soon we will catch some nice car. It's already afternoon and this man Yergaki picked us up at 1 a.m. near Krasnoyarsk. He goes almost to Khabarovsk and he passes Irkutsk. So we stopped car for over 1,000 kilometers. And now we are going on the side roads because there is a railways here and it was a long traffic jam. Maybe we would have to wait for 1 or 2 hours. Да, поздравляю. Почти что. Ёлки-палки. We had to leave our driver because he got in the car accident, not serious one, but it will take time to get through it. Now we're waiting for police. We will go a little bit further and hitchhike another car.